Hi everyone, happy TD weekend 2017. I'm so bummed that I'm not there right now, but greetings from San Diego. It's currently about 75 degrees and about 6 p.m. So we're doing good. But anyways, Julie asked me to talk to you a little bit about how to make the first impression when you're picking up your trip members for the very first time at the airport, when they might have already made friends on the flight, or they've been traveling all day, they might be hungry, they might be cranky, they might have already decided who they're going to room with for the entire trip. You have a ton of different dynamics to take into account. But what you can control is yourself. So let's talk a little bit about that. So in my opinion, it's really important to take into account your appearance. And teenagers are super judgmental, and first impression is based on what you look like. And if you show up looking haggard and not well rested, then chances are they're going to see that. So make sure that you put in a little effort before you go to the airport. And even though you might have been up all night preparing for your first couple days, just make sure you're wearing your favorite shoes or whatever it is that gets you going. For Danny, it's his cutoff jeans. I don't know. But anyways, so make sure you look nice, and it's all about body language. Make sure you're excited. And I always like to bring something to symbolize the trip, and I like to order a flag ahead of time. So have a flag at the airport like, hey guys, bienvenidos a Costa Rica or Peru, or welcome to Thailand. So excited to meet you all. My name is, and I'm the TD. That means trip director. So I'll be directing this ship of an amazing adventure for the next 14, 28, 21 days here in Costa Rica, Thailand, Peru. You get the idea. Welcome posters are really nice too. So it's just really all up to you. I like to do the flag, and then I just do a brief introduction of myself. And I like to say, hey, I'm Heather. I'm the trip director. This is my 7th trip with West Coast Connection 360 Student Travel, but I know that this is going to be the best summer yet, and I'm so excited to get to know all of you guys. And then usually it's let's head to the bus, or let's get out of this zone and get into the loading zone. And then it's really important that you continue that high energy and that excitement for the trip on the bus, and make sure that you've got the morning song ready to go, or you got a good mix ready to go. And make sure that you've been communicating this with your staff the whole time as well. I can't reiterate enough how important it is to let your staff know during pre-camp their role, and how important it is that they don't just take a back seat during the flight, especially if there are a lot of trip members on that flight. And you want to let them relax, but you definitely want to make yourself seen. So make sure you convey that with your trip leaders in advance at pre-camp, and also get them on your side once you get on the bus. And you kind of have to gauge the group, and at 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, if you have a late arrival, obviously you're not going to be screaming and running and jumping up and down the aisles of the bus or the shuttle to your accommodations, but you still should show some excitement for the trip and make sure that you give them a little bit of a background about what they can expect on the trip. I kind of do like the brief highlights. And then going to the hotel, I'll actually do that again. So once we arrive to the hotel, and you can ask the trip members if they have any questions on the bus, and then just let them relax for a while. And so they'll probably ask you, like, who are we going to room with? What are we going to eat? Blah, 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 blah. So, you have to roll with the punches. And then once you get to the hotel, make sure that you have a meeting area, and you briefly go over, an emergency meeting spot, especially if you're going to go right to bed. Just do like a brief introduction, of course, of everyone if you haven't done it on the bus already. Depending on how long the bus ride is, you can really make it, an activity, like kind of that beginning icebreaker, and allow the students, the trip members to introduce themselves, and then you can have them chill for a while. You have to just, gauge the the vibe of the group and how late it is and all of those factors. But really, really important that you communicate what needs to be done for the next day, and those general policies. You need to stay in your room after curfew, and of course we'll talk more about other expectations and policies like during our introduction chat tomorrow. But make sure you go over the emergency meeting spot and what they can look forward to the next day, and really end it on a high note. So, and also give the trip members a chance to ask you questions. They might be feeling confused, and yeah, just make sure to have fun and really set a positive tone, and use that first couple of hours from when they walk out of the security area at the airport to your bus ride to the hotel, to the time at the hotel before they head to sleep, to really make an awesome first impression. And make sure that you set the tone that you're gonna have the most amazing summer ever, but you also want to make sure you give a vibe of I'm in charge here, without directly saying like I'm the one in charge here. So just try to be cool, and everything will go well. You'll see how everything flows for you, and everyone's different, but that's kind of my style, and it seemed to work so far. Once again, I'm really bummed that I'm not there this year, and I miss all of you, and shout outs to everyone. You know who you are, and love you guys, and have an amazing summer, and get ready to wow them. Bye.